Somebody once asked me if I was ever going to get tired of making music. And the answer may surprise you. It's no. I'll stop making music when I can no longer see or even hear for that matter. You see, music is a passion thing for me. It's not make a diss track to get publicity type deal. However, that question was kind of weird for me. Still very rude, but yet introspective. And if you think that question wasn't put that way, it was basically saying, if your music sucks, why do you continue making it? Being a creative in general, already very difficult. However, people being a little bit of a Richard about it never gets any older. I don't think this would be the same thing if I was kind of like an animation channel. However, I would fail the immediate moment I start doing that. I can't draw, not even a little. However, that being said, I think animation is probably the hardest medium any creative can have. Think about this. If I were to make or tell a story that took about 9 minutes to tell, that means I would have to make a new picture every single second of that animation. And typical frame rates typically depend about 25 frames a second, give or take. One person now has to draw 25 pictures per second of that 9-minute video. Not to belay you the math, but for that fluid animation, that'll be about 13,500 different individual pictures that have to be drawn and then colored. Probably gonna be made a little bit easier with maybe some newer tactics, but even then still, that's still a lot of pictures. It takes me about 10 hours to make a soundtrack. And for an animator, that will probably be around 2 seconds of just a regular video. I mean, if we're lucky and have a lot of coffee. But even music isn't any better, because music is incredibly subjective and no two people like the same style or genre. It becomes a battle of just making things that you like and hoping that sticks. And a lot of people that like artists and or musicians or anybody who does stuff creatively, a lot of the times we don't get paid for anything, which is all the same. Really don't really care. It's all really about the passion for the project. I mean, geez, I've been on the platform for over 10 years and I've not received a cent. Do you think I'm a little salty about that? No, it's my passion. I make music for fun. Music is fun to me. Although sometimes my passion turns into a critique. I mean, sometimes I don't even listen to a song all the way through. I mean, usually I'm left critiquing the songs I hear. They're on the radio, Pandora, anywhere, YouTube, you name it. Basically seeing if they're just like cheesy knockoffs or some type of producer fluff that no one really asked for. Like for example, Taylor Swift's Look What You Made Me Do. The chorus of that song is eerily familiar to I'm Too Sexy for My Shirt. A little bit of a coincidence though that those people that wrote that song also helped Taylor Swift with her song. Once I figured that out, I could never unhear that similarity. That kind of stuff makes me my own worst enemy when it comes to my passion. However, that single statement posed a very interesting question. Do other people in other mediums feel the same way about people in their own mediums? Or I guess I could phrase it simply, do other people's passion turn against them? If an animator made something 2 years ago, would they look back at it and cringe? Would they hate it? If a soccer player saw themselves in a video from 2 years ago, would they then criticize themselves? I would like to think so, but would that mean then that other people in those mediums, would they look at other people in the same medium that they're in and think that they could do something different? I mean, I don't know. You guys should send this to some animators or something so they can get some conversation going in the comments section. Or other people in a creative industry. Maybe we can get some answers to that question. Does a person's passion become a basis for critique? Hello people of the internet, and KICdude here. I'm actually very curious as to how many of you have this curiosity critique problem. Please tell me if my curiosity is either right or wrong in the comments section below, and tell me how. Tell me if there's a specific rationale. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys like what you see, love me and I'll love you back, because I will see you guys next time.